Yo, what is up YouTube? I'm your NFL analyst, Chris, and welcome to S6 News. Now, basically, I don't know if this is going to be the first video on the channel or not, but I just want to run down basically what this channel is about. I want to say before this video starts, I have right here a little dog. His name's Ernie. He's going to be in the background of this video, so sorry if he's annoying, but I'm going to put him down. But basically want to intro this video. Normally I'm not going to be recording videos here in my house. Normally I'll be in a studio that I have with the guys. There are 6 of us. That is what S6 is for. Don't really have much of an explanation for the S. Just wanted to put a letter in front of it. But basically we're trying to create YouTube's first full circle news channel. So basically what is going to be covered on this channel is we're going to have 3 analysts, 3 of us. Myself, we have Joey, and we have Kory, all doing sports. So I'm going to be the head guy in the NFL. We're finding someone for the NBA. We have MLB and college football for the other 2 guys that you'll meet soon. And then we have 3 guys covering politics that have been to political camps, have followed debates, done tons of stuff, followed just everything possible when it comes to politics throughout their lives. So we have 3 of them. We have 3 sports reporters, and we are going to have more. But this is going to stay S6 News, so welcome to the channel. My name is Chris. Just a bit about myself. Chicago Bears fan. I am going to be your NFL analyst for this channel. But yeah, let's just get right into the video. So today, guys, I have some waiver wire fantasy football tips for you all. I know a lot of you who are watching this are probably huge fantasy football fans, and you clicked on this video because you wanted some help. I'm just a kid, 17 years old, but I have some help for you guys, so I'm going to do my best to help you guys out. In the NFL 2017 season right now, it is going to be Week 7. Week 6 was very eventful. We are also on this channel going to be making our own predictions for games. I'm going to be helping you guys out as much as I can with trade analysis, rumors, everything. If you would like to follow our Instagram, it is at S6 News. We are also going to make a Twitter where we will provide tons and tons of updates, so I would suggest following those if you would like more updates. But waiver wire Week 7, it was a very eventful Week 6, and that led me to lead to some of these picks. Now, these players are all available in my 10-person league, so I assume if you're in a 10 or 12-person, most of them will be too, and if you're in a league with less people, I can't help you, but you still might want to pick up some of these players. But let's just get right into it. So, my quarterback to pick up for Week 7 is Carson Wentz. Now, Wentz for the Philadelphia Eagles has tons of wide receivers. They really bolstered up that wide receiver core by adding Alshon Jeffrey. Not the best because I'm a Bears fan, but Alshon Jeffrey, yeah, he's tearing it up along with Nelson Aguilar. Zach Ertz is currently the #1 tight end in fantasy football, so if you have him, I would definitely keep starting him. He is doing awesome. But Wentz has had 3 touchdowns, like 3 games in a row. So I definitely suggest picking him up if you need a quarterback. That's the only quarterback I can really suggest right now. A lot of other quarterbacks coming off the waiver wire are pretty spotty, but Carson Wentz, definitely someone that I would either trade for if you need a quarterback or pick up off waivers. So for running backs, Adrian Peterson has just got traded to the Cardinals. Now this is good for both the Cardinals and the New Orleans Saints running game. So I have 2 players from each of those teams to help you guys out. #1 being Adrian Peterson. In his game, he rushed for 2 touchdowns, 125 yards, kind of turned back the clock and delivered us a premier performance, and I definitely think he is going to get more carries in Arizona, so I would definitely pick him up. #2 option I have is Alvin Kamara. He is a rookie running back for the Saints behind Mark Ingram. Ingram ripped it up last week, but Kamara still had 9 points in PPR leagues. Not bad at all. He is putting up solid production, so if you need a good RB2 or flex, I would definitely suggest Kamara. So, moving on to wide receivers, I've got Jeremy Curley. Jets are not looking bad this year. I think they're 3-3. They almost took out the Patriots last week. Curley is back on the Jets. He was on the 49ers for a few years. He has explosive speed and gets open a lot on some deep routes, so he can make a lot of high explosive plays. So I would definitely suggest Jeremy Curley. #2, Nelson Aguilar, going back to the Philadelphia Eagles. They're playing great, so Aguilar has been a weapon in the offense this year. They're #1 wide receiver so far. Zach Ertz is the #1 tight end, but surprisingly, Alshon Jeffrey doesn't have the most catches and touchdowns on the team. It actually is Nelson Aguilar with the most receiving yards on the team, so I definitely pick him up. He's overlooked in a lot of leagues, and if he is claimed in your league, I'd look for Alshon Jeffrey. He's not picked up in a lot of leagues either. So moving on to tight ends, I have George Kittle for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, I am an Iowa Hawkeyes fan. He played at the University of Iowa along with the 49ers' new quarterback, C.J. Beathard. They're ripping it up together. Beathard came in and replaced Brian Hoyer in Week 6 against the Washington Redskins. And throughout the year so far, Kittle has been tearing it up. If you do need a quarterback and don't know what to do, I would also suggest C.J. Beathard, just being an Iowa Hawkeyes fan. He has very explosive legs and can throw the ball deep downfield. So if you do need a quarterback other than Wentz, I just want to say C.J. Beathard is a good choice with a pretty strong San Francisco 49ers offensive line. But as far as tight ends go, I would suggest George Kittle. So I'm just going to name off 3 flex options if your league has a flex that you need. Number 1 being Jerick McKinnon. Latavius Murray not doing so well down there in Minnesota. I would definitely suggest McKinnon. He had a few awesome plays this week. And also Ryan Griffin. He is a tight end for the Houston Texans. Another Iowa Hawkeye, the Texans tight end, C.J. Fedorowicz. He went to Iowa. He's had some concussion issues. So their number 2 tight end is Ryan Griffin. I would definitely suggest picking him up. Deshaun Watson's playing great. That passing game is flowing well, so I would definitely suggest him. Moving on to defense, we have my Chicago Bears. They're the 4th best defense in the league after Week 6. Their defensive line is awesome. Secondary is looking a bit shaky. They had 2 interceptions last week, 1 return to the house. I know Joe Flacco is kind of entering the end of his career, but I would definitely suggest the Bears defense if you want someone who can stop the run and play okay pass defense. Their special teams is so-so, but they provide a hefty amount of points on defense. Another good team that did well last weekend, had some good plays, is the New Orleans Saints. They have a strong front 7 and some young secondary players that can be bad, but they do have a lot of takeaways. They forced the Detroit Lions into some silly errors last week, so I would definitely pick them. And then for kicker, someone I actually know, I'll save the story for another day, but Jake Elliott of the Philadelphia Eagles, just one, I'd suggest picking him up. Number 1, he's the 6th best fantasy kicker in the league right now in PPR and standard. He's putting about 10, 11, 12 points up per game. So that's what you're looking for out of a kicker. You're normally looking for like high single digits, but he's been putting up double digits. He made a 63-yarder, I think, or 61-yarder a few weeks ago to beat the Giants. So he's doing well. I'll explain the story of how I know him someday, but you want a team that can score constantly or at least get down in the red zone as far as kicker goes. And Philadelphia Eagles are one of the best teams at doing that so far. But if you guys did enjoy this episode of Waiver Wire, as my dogs start barking, that's why I normally won't be recording in my house. But if you guys did enjoy this episode of Waiver Wire, please make sure to smash the like button. If you would like more NFL coverage, content, rumors, trades, predictions, all of that stuff, all the bread in the basket, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. And that'll pretty much do it for this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys.